Hello, wonderful finance Oracle fans. I trust you're doing well today. Well, I'm here again today to trail you with information that will help you to achieve your migration dream. So, if you're one of those guys who want to move to Australia, then this video is for you because I'm going to be talking about information that will help you to move to Australia, especially the Western Australia. So, currently now the government has given a top up to Western Australia to move or to bring 10,000 migrants every year to Western Australia. In this program, there are two routes to it. We've got the state nominated migration program, and we've also got the DAMA, okay, which is the designated area migration program. So for each of them, it has been divided into 5,000 5,000 for the state nomination, 5,000 for DAMA. So if you are someone within the construction industry, within the health field, accounting, environmental, engineering, technology, ICT, and a number of skills. I mean, there are so many skills. If you go through with me to the video, you will see that there are so many skills which you can actually qualify to move to the Dharma or through the Dharma or even to through the state nominated visa program. So I'd like you to stay tuned as we go through this together. And let me just say this is the easiest way to move to Australia right now because the Dharma pathway has more advantage compared to those who would want to go to Skill Select. I mean, the usual Skill Select program. So this is a great opportunity. If you try it, I'm sure you're gonna be successful because they are moving a 10,000 number of guys to this area, to Western Australia area. So it's not a small number anyway. I think it's worth giving a shot. Let's go to my screen and see what I have for you today. So, guys, if you are someone who want to move to Australia, then this video is for you because I will be showing you different routes which you can use to move to Australia. So I'm going to be taking you through a number of new programs or interesting programs that could actually help you to achieve your visa. Now, the first thing I would like you to do is to come to IMI Home Affairs website and you go to the news column. You go to the news column, just go down until the news of 1st of July 2024 and you click new designated area migration agreement for Western Australia. If you click on this, it's gonna show you information about new designated area in Western Australia. And let's just read it so quickly. The Western Australia DAMA combined with Western Australia's existing state nominated migration program will enable up to 10,000 overseas workers to settle in Western Australia annually and help address critical workforce shortage in the state. Western Australia employers will continue to be able to assess the occupations and concessions of dammers that are in operation for relevant regions of Western Australia. So this shows that they've added, they've given an opportunity for Western Australia to recruit as much as 10,000 persons annually, okay, to their region. And for the state is able to recruit as much as 5,000, whereby the regional area could recruit as much as 5,000. So this is what it means. So DAMA simply means designated area migration agreement. So I'm gonna be using it as often as I require it. Okay. Yeah. So the first thing I would like you to do is to come to the website for designated area migration agreement and you can go through it and see what is it got for you, what it got for you. Yeah, so a designated area migration agreement is a formal agreement between the Australian Commonwealth Department of Home Affairs and a regional, state or territory authorities. It is provide access to more overseas workers than the standard skilled migration program. You see, so it gives more access to overseas worker than the normal skilled migration program. Okay, DAMA operate under an agreement-based framework, providing flexibility for regions to respond to their unique economic and labor market conditions. So that is about the Dama program. But then you can just come down to the end, and yeah, here you can just come and do a search type of occupation here. If you want to search, let's say mechanical engineer or chemical engineer, whatever, but you may not, you may just leave it so that let's say everything. Type of visa you may also choose, and you may also choose applicable regions. So once you've done that, let's say for applicable regions, you want to choose regional or metropolitan pets, but I'll just leave them both, and I will click so that I just get everything all together instead of separating it, since I'm not making this video for just one specific person. So now you see the number of skills which are listed: aeronautics engineer, pilot, age or disabled career, agricultural and agri-tech technician, agricultural and horticultural mobile plant operator, agricultural consultants. Just keep going. There are a lot of them. So you can imagine that they have this much number of skills which are listed. So I don't really have to go through them one after the other because there are so many. Okay, up to youth worker. So you can see them. So chances are that your skills are listed. It is quite difficult to say that your skills are not listed in this place. So you can have a look and decide if your skill is listed, then you know that you have the chances to apply. But by the way, before you will be able to apply for this, you should know that there are a number of things you need to do. Number one, you must have done your skill assessment and gotten a positive skill assessment. Number two is that you've done your test of English. Okay, those forms the basis for your application. So once you've done those things and it comes out strong, then chances are that your application will definitely fly. So that is it. It is important to know that if you are coming for the Dama, there are visas which you can target, and those visas are either visa 482 or visa 494 or visa 186. So those are the three visas you can target for the Western Australia Dama. For this, there are four regions you can target. Okay, those are the four regions participating or who have gotten the go ahead to carry out this program. That's number one is Goldfields. The next one is Kimberley, and the next one is Pilbara, and lastly is Southwest. So these are the regions you should select when you're filtering your jobs, because these are the ones that will give you um, the opportunity to partake in this program. Okay, yes. So I will also show you how you can do that search as we go on along the line. If your skill is listed here, you can click on it to see the opportunities you have. Let's say, for example, we click on audiologists. You're gonna see skill level is two. This is the ASCO number, and these are the visa types which are accessible: 482, 494, and 186. You can see they are all yes. Is you can apply for regional Western Australia, and this the status is available right now. Yeah, the visa type is this, and look at the age concession: 55 years of age. Okay, under 55. The usual PR should be 45 years of age at most, but for this, there is an age concession, even up to 55 can go. And for English language, no English language concessions available, so you have to do your English language test. In some cases, you can get English language concession, but for this ASCO number, you cannot do so. We can also check bricklayer, for example. So if you look at bricklayer, all these visas are available. These are ASCO number, skill level trade, even metropolitan pet, yes, regional, yes, status available. So for some of these skilled jobs or semi-skilled jobs, they are actually highly sorted for. So that's why you see even the regional pet is accepting application from them. Yeah, so age concession is also up to 55. And English language concession, for English language, applicant must have an IELTS score of 5.0 with no minimum band score. Concession for English language proficiency may not be approved where an occupation is client facing or there are workplace, health, and safety reasons why an occupation may need a higher level of English language ability or occupation restriction and licensing requirement for a higher level of English applies. So you can actually get English concession for this course, but it's rare. These are the points you must that might be considered for you to get it. Okay, and this permanent residence is either in regional Western Australia or in metropolitan Perth. They also have work experience concession. Well, I don't want to go through all these things because they're gonna waste my time. So this is how to go about it. So if you do this, another thing you might do is to go to Indeed or Glassdoor and click on visa sponsorship jobs. If you do that, then you can select the regions where you are interested in. You can select Western Australia, for example. You can just go to Indeed, go to visa sponsorship job, and in this column you select Western Australia and you find jobs. So if you do this, all the jobs in Western Australia with visa sponsorship, which are actually listed on Indeed, are gonna pop up. So you can actually come here and start selecting. So you can see, for example, general practitioner, general medical practitioner. If you select this, it's gonna show you the salary. It's gonna show you more information too about these jobs. English language is required. The type of job is full-time job. The location is Western Australia. The benefits and other information like the profile required and stuff like that. Okay, you can contact this kind of people, employers, and tell them that you've done your skill assessment, you're successful, and you're looking for an opportunity to move to Australia to work. So they will give you an opportunity if you meet up with what they need, their requirements. So this is a welder, for example. Okay, visa sponsorship is available for eligible candidate. Perform welding tasks according to company and industrial standard. So for this welder, for example, you can see all the requirements here. You can see the kind of job. This is in pet, so this may be pet regional. You may be able to go through pet regional. Relocation assistance is provided. The full description of the job and stuff like that. So you can apply here, and some of them will take you to the company's website for you to and continue application. Wherever some you can do them on LinkedIn. Okay, yeah. So you can see like this one. Now this is just what you need to do and how you can proceed. Okay, with this. So I'll be leaving this section and I will go to the state nominated migration program, okay? Because it's either you go through DAMA or you go through the state nominated migration program. So if you're going through this program, you can see what is required of you. To be granted certificate migration visas to live and work in Western Australia, you must be nominated, invited by the Australian state or territory through the state nominated migration program. The Western Australian Migration Services, on behalf of the Western Australian State Government, provide Western Australia State nomination to eligible applicants for two visa subclass, which gives you extra point on the Department of Home Affairs point test. So you can either migrate through 491 or 190 if you are going through the state nominated migration program. Unlike the other one, DAMA gives you up to three opportunities, three visa types for you to be able to migrate. So the same way you can go down, here you can actually see your eligibility criteria, requirements, These are requirements for each of the visa types. You can read them up later on, and these are the stream specific requirements. So you can go to each of these stream, okay, and you can read their specific requirements on your own time. Filter the kind of job. So let's say it's for a healthcare job. You can actually come here for health and social assistance, healthcare services, depending on the specific kind of healthcare job. So let me just go to manufacturing, for example. You filter manufacturing, assuming you're looking for manufacturing job. You're also looking for technical service, um, even building services, building and construction. So if you do that, you can actually come down and you say apply. So this will give you a list of skills within these categories which you've selected. So once you get the skills, you should be able to choose what your skill is and apply. For example, this is building and construction, and there are a lot of skills here. So let me assume my skill is maintenance planner. I can hit up maintenance planner. I can see the two visas. 190 is not available for a maintenance planner visa. 141491 is available for maintenance planner. I need to have a minimum of 65. Your priority occupation status is available. So this is for graduates. You can also click here. If you click here, you can see the ASCO number, you can see the minimum point. And the same way you can check for each of the field, okay? For each of the field, you can check this. Once you find out that you're eligible to apply, then you can proceed with the next step, okay? For the ranking system, I'm not going to spend much of my time there because I've done this previously. I will drop my video link where I've done this just up here so that you can go through it and see it, how you can do your calculation. But a number of things will build up your score, your age, your education qualification, your English language ability, your relationship in Australia, and a number of things like that, work experience. And you must pass through skill assessment successfully. If you haven't done the skill assessment, then you won't be able to continue with this process. Okay, so you will need to do that first. So you've got the graduate stream, higher education graduate, and graduate stream vocational education and training. So if you're a welder, this is where you come. If you're an engineer, you come this way. So that is what it means. Yeah, there are a lot of things. Yes, I'm not gonna take you all through that, but look at this. Up to 75% of SNMP graduate stream nomination will be made for higher education graduates, whereby up to 25% SNMP graduate stream nomination will be made for vet graduates. Okay, so there are more higher education graduates than vet graduates for this very stream. So the same thing I said earlier on, once you find your skills listed here, just go to Indeed or Glassdoor and search for employers within this area and ask them to sponsor you. Tell them that you are already done with your skill assessment and you're currently looking for opportunity. Remember that your CV is important there, your presentation is important. So you might be lucky. It's not going to be very easy to get response. Sometimes you tell me I've written 3 or 4 persons or 10 employers that didn't get a response. Keep writing. It's not quite easy to get a response, okay? Yeah, so that is it about that. Then the 4 areas which I encourage you to apply to that I've got in North is East Kimberley, and the next one is the Southwest. Yeah, so you can see the next one is the Southwest, and the next Dama, which we have that have gotten a thumbs up, is Pilbara. The next one is the Goldfields. Okay, so these are the ones that have gotten a nod to apply. So if you come to this place, you can actually see about the Dama. So you can read about the Dama. You can check the occupation list to see if your occupation is eligible to apply in that very Dama. Okay, so if you click the occupation list, it's going to bring you to this place, and you can see the Goldfield Dama program has about 145 occupation lists for sponsorship. You can find a full list of occupation listed in the Goldfield Dama here, and you can click. So if you click this, it's going to show you all the occupation listing for the Goldfield Dama, so you can see them. Now you see, for example, hotel and motel managers. Look at the assessing body, Vertasis. For ICT support technicians, NEC, look at the assessing body, TRA. So you need to write the assessing bodies if you are not assessed to get your assessment. For example, structural engineer is being assessed by Engineers Australia. So each of the occupation has a different assessing body, okay? Not the same assessing body. So we go back to Godfrey, you can see informations like occupation list. You can see the Dama concessions. So you can see all the concessions they have in terms of proof of fund, English language, work experience, whatever concession it is. Then employer eligibility. This is not for you, but how to apply this for you. So you can also click how to apply, and you would be able to see the processes. Okay, you see the step one, check information and requirements. You have to check to ensure that your occupation is listed. Secondly, submit your request to the Godfield DAR. Okay, yeah, so the next one you need to do is to pay your application fee. And number four, Godfield DAR assessment will occur. And number five, lodge labor agreement application. And number six, nominating individual visa applicants. Number seven, individual nominees apply for their visa. So you see, this start from the employer and end up with you. Okay. Yeah. So this is very important for you to note. So if you go back to Kimberly, it also has similar process. Okay. So this is the website for Kimberly. First thing you need to do is to contact an employer. And once you contact an employer, then he would be able to offer you a place, and once he has offered you a place, you can actually move on to apply for a visa once he has nominated you. Okay, so same way you can also come to Southwest. In Southwest website too, you can find information that will support you, and for you to apply. So this is the website for Southwest. You can see more information about Southwest. For example, you can see the cities or the areas in this very in Southwest where the agreement is being covered. All these areas under Southwest, the agreements are covering it. Then you can go down to see more information about that, my occupation in need, in demand. So you can see careers, health and welfare workers, you can also see child care worker, community worker, disability, blah blah blah. So you can see all those ones. Hospitality, accommodation, tourism, and retail. You can see informations about the eligible or sort of occupations that are available. You can see for construction engineering, yeah, civil engineers, concreters, drillers, production and plant engineers, steel fixers, transport engineers. So once you've seen this, next thing you want to do is to check the age concession. If you are within the age limit, you check the English language requirement, look at the skill and qualification, which is already we've seen, then permanent residency pathway. So you can go through the permanent residency pathway. But then you can just hit up apply now if you're a new person to the Southware website, and you can do your application from this place. So for them, their website is more friendly. So if you hit apply now, it brings you to this place where you can see the process of application, including the cost of application and everything you need to know about the application. So once you're done, you can get the application form here and apply. But then that is when you have been nominated, not without any nomination. So that is how the Southwest Dama is. And then the next one and the last one, which I is the Pilbara Dama occupation. So for them, you can see a lot of information here. The occupation list, you can hit it up here. And once you check, you can click let me check. Yeah, so look at the list. But they have two more occupation which is not in ANSCO. See, bar attendant supervisor, positive behavior supervisor, support practitioner. So these ones are not in ANSCO, but those which are in ANSCO, you can hit the list to see the entire list for those within the Pilbara Dama occupation. So you can see them. There are many of them as well. And once you are in any of them, you can go on LinkedIn or Glassdoor or Indeed and search for a job to, that has visa sponsorship within this area. And once you do that and you're lucky to find a job, then you would be able to move to Australia. So these are how you can use this route to move to Australia. Remember that they are giving a nod for 10,000 people to move to Western Australia every year. That is that's a big number, okay? It's not a small number. So if you're If you're sure of what you're doing and you're sure of your CV, then you can give it a try. So if you reach out to an employer and find a job, then you can move to Western Australia. So, guys, this is what I have for you. I hope you try this and I wish you the best of luck. Don't forget to give my video a like. Don't forget to share it. Thank you.